Kabelo Gwamanda and his co-accused Mduduzi Zondo are free for now. In several appearances, the state failed to make a full disclosure of some evidence documents, including the charge sheet. The former Johannesburg mayor believes the fraud charges against him were concocted.
Upon handing myself over, they then made a circus out of my life. Made a circus understanding that there's no case to begin with. I'm not surprised, because even in my previous interviews, I had indicated and I alluded to the fact that they can't prove that whatever they are saying about fraud is actually factual. It's an opinion from politicians who have a vendetta.
Gwamanda does not deny knowing the complainants, who allege that he defrauded them in a funeral policy scheme.
The fact of the matter is that they would have invested in my growth at some point, and therefore I am willing to sit down and support them. You'd find that it's not just the reimbursement of the receipts that they are looking for, because if you the amounts would not be anything meaningful to anyway.
His defense attorney says the charges have prejudiced his client, who was fired as Joburg's Community Development MMC.
There is no charge sheet. They haven't given us all the copies of the docket. They've given us incorrect bank statements, and they simply, for 21 months, haven't completed their investigation. That is clear to me that they don't have a case against the former mayor and his co-accused. Otherwise, they would have been able to proceed.
The state says it is not done with the fraud accused.
The decision is premised on the emergence of additional complainants, which then necessitated further investigations that were not initially anticipated at the inception of the case. Upon finalization of these investigations, the case will be re-enrolled.
Meanwhile, those who have been following the case have welcomed the provisional withdrawal of the charges.
The way in which the case has been handled, it's very much disappointing. I think also in terms of public confidence, insofar as law enforcement agents, it's very much questionable.
The provisional withdrawal of the case, it tells us a clear picture. There was never a case and there will never be a case.
Gwamanda continues to maintain his innocence and says he is willing to extend an olive branch to the complainants accusing him of fraud. SABC News, Protea Magistrates Court, Soweto.